Let me talk to you about content marketing in a way that maybe you have never heard before. I want to give you a comprehensive guide, but with very straightforward criteria to actually analyze your content marketing this year. So let me first define for you. Let me give you the overview. So if you think about content marketing, I want you to think about a process that helps you attract, engage, convert, and retain customers you may not reach otherwise. Okay, and content marketing has been more popular than ever. So if you're not just doing content marketing, chances are your competitors already are, and you do not want to really be in a situation where you actually are neglecting your content marketing. So think about content marketing as the process for creating and distributing content to actually attract and retain customers. Okay, it's not just about attracting them; you want to retain them as well so you can increase revenue and ultimately grow your business. But the most important thing is that content marketing helps you, let's say, decrease over time your CAC, your customer acquisition cost. Okay, that's really important, especially if you are trying to really get to the core of your customers or your potential customers. Now, content marketing is important because you are probably in a niche that's changing all the time. Content marketing helps you create awareness and attract potential customers. You are able to engage your audience and build credibility, especially if it's important for your audience to see you as a thought leader. Just because someone is aware of your existence doesn't mean they will choose your brand or product. But showing up with engaging and trustworthy content, that second, third, or fourth time, that the customer is looking for ideas or solutions. This, if you do that, you are increasing your chances, okay, of selling. Content marketing helps you convert customers big time. It also it helps you build loyalty and retention. I think I've said this before. Brand retention is really important. Customer retention is really important. And also another thing I want to say is that content marketing has compounding returns and is cheap in the long run, especially when you have a way to really reduce that all important CAC number. Let me give you a few when it comes to content marketing. Sometimes, maybe in your company or even outside, you might have some common objections. Some people might tell you, listen, content marketing is actually a waste of money, a waste of time. And so I want to really share with you a few common objections to content marketing and how to really reply. Okay, so if you are, and let's say, a business owner, or you are a marketer, or you are whatever you are, but you're having some kind of objections, remember that people might say like paid advertising attracts more traffic and customers faster. Okay, people also say that it takes too long to see results. I'm speaking here about content marketing, and the ROI is actually difficult to measure. So when you think about, let me first address the first common objection. Paid advertising attracts more traffic and customers faster. Now, paid advertising is indeed a quick, if costly way to generate traffic. So as soon as you have paid to place an ad in front of people's eyes, and provided you have done your targeting correctly, traffic will start flowing. However, in most cases, paid ads send people to pages that sit at the bottom of your marketing funnel and are designed for immediate conversion, such as landing or product pages. So by sending traffic there, you might generate a sale, but only from people who are ready to buy, and you are missing out on everyone else, okay? For example, if someone searches for how to drive traffic to a website, they are likely in learning mode and not in buying mode. So when you run paid ads for this keyword and send searchers to a dedicated landing page, you will probably be wasting money on people who are unlikely to convert because they're not ready to buy. In contrast, content marketing help you attract, engage, and convert customers throughout the entire funnel. And a happy byproduct of this process is that it builds brand awareness and trust. So those people, when they are ready to buy, your paid ads will probably be more cost effective. So also when you think about people say it takes too long to see results. If you define results only as a sales, I mean as a sales process or even leads, then yes, content marketing can take longer to see results than more immediate channels like paid advertising. Okay, but just because something takes longer than something else doesn't mean it is pointless. For example, it is quicker to drive around a mountain than to build a tunnel. But once you build your tunnel, you can drive through it in a fraction of the time every time. So content marketing is very similar. It takes time to build, but eventually becomes a source of consistent sales and leads and for a long time. Okay. And the ROI is difficult to measure. Basically, the exact ROI of content marketing can indeed be difficult to measure. You had to build a very sophisticated attribution model to track the influence and impact of content across your entire funnel while also isolating every variable. However, there are specific metrics you can track for each stage of your marketing funnel, and you can use them for a different ROI calculation. So let me talk to you about the types here. So if you think about content marketing, what are the types of content marketing you can really engage in this year? Because you have a variety of tools, of processes to actually engage customers, to retain them, but also to boost brand loyalty, which should be the final destination, the final purpose here. So when you think about content marketing, usually the types that you want to really retain will depend on the niche you're in, right? Every niche is different. So, but one thing you need to understand here is that you have blog posts, for instance. Blog posts are really cool when it comes to creating that sort of relationship with your potential customers who like to read, right? If people are interested in reading blog posts, especially long form content. Blog posts should be your natural destination. You also have podcasts for those customers who are into more auditory things, who want to listen to stuff, maybe while driving to work or while driving to see a client, who or they're in the train or in the on the bus. Podcast could be really fantastic. You also have video, so those customers who are more into viewing things, viewing content. So videos can really help you big time, especially from a scalability point of view. Then you also have infographics. Infographics are actually a combination of those folks who like to see, let's say, content, but from let's say from I would say an artistic point of view. Okay. You also have free tools. So free tools could also be a great content marketing strategy. You have templates, you have ebooks, you have checklists. Okay, but this is not actually an exhaustive list. Okay, the list goes on and on and on. And you might be tempted to try to do a bit of everything in the hopes of reaching more people. But I actually recommend that you take a more strategic approach. You want to focus on 2 to 3 formats that are likely to have the most significant impact on your business. And again, it depends on your niche, right? Every niche is different. So if you are trying to really beef up your content marketing this year, you want to first understand that the topics that are relevant to your business are going to serve as the foundation of your content marketing. Okay, think about what people could tap into Google to find you, to find your brand, to find your business. So this is your seed keyword. That's what experts call the seed keyword. I call it the foundational keyword. Okay, so they mean the same thing. Seed keyword, foundational keyword are basically the primary keywords folks are tapping in Google to find you. For example, if your business sells analog photography equipment, the starting point could simply be a 35 millimeters film, right? This will be your seed keyword. So you want to enter this keyword into a tool such as Moz Pro or RF's Keyword Explorer or even SEMrush, and you want to look at the questions report, which basically could give you content ideas phrased as question. Note down any questions that you can answer in a blog post. Next, you want to create the right type of content. Focus on that. Focus on creating the right type of content. So once you choose a keyword, make sure the content you reach, the content you create actually matches your searcher's expectations. This is known as search intent, and you can determine it by looking at the top ranking results. Okay. And third, you want to promote your content. Basically, once your content is live, you can send it to your audience, such as your email list and or people who follow you on social media. Okay, so you can even spend a few $100s promoting the post using Facebook or Twitter ads. If you have the budget for it, go ahead and do it. That's really good. But one thing you have to also understand is that there are ways to even push your content further depending on your niche. Every niche is different once again. Let me give you a few examples of great content marketing done on a scalable basis very consistently. So first you have Fix.com's YouTube videos. This is a fantastic channel, okay? Very fantastic channel. So basically you have about 30 to 30K YouTube subscribers, but you have 16 million views, which is really great depending on like if you look at the ratio of views versus subscribers, okay? So Fix.com is actually an appliance parts e-commerce site that uses how-to YouTube videos to educate potential and current customers. So by providing helpful step-by-step videos, Fix.com establishes expertise, builds trust, and makes it very easy for customers to find what they need. And this works very well because many Google SERPs for how-to searches have videos as the top result, and Fix.com maximizes their chances of exposure by maintaining a YouTube presence. So the videos and posts Fix.com creates are evergreen, so they keep driving traffic for years, which in turn makes this a very cost-effective content marketing strategy. So Fix.com's approach works well if your product or service solves a specific problem, okay? In this example, faulty appliances. So use keyword research to determine what your audience needs help with and create content in the format that best helps them achieve what they need. You also have a Naturalicious Facebook community. So if you think about Naturalicious, this is a community of about 11 to 12,000 Facebook group members. And so what they do is that Naturalicious is actually a natural and organic hair care company. And they run a private Facebook community called The Nation, led by founder and CEO Gwen Jimera. This is really fantastic, okay? And it works because with practical workthroughs and live sessions, The Nation supports and empowers its customers to get the most out of Naturalicious products. In addition, the group creates a sense of a shared community as its members actively support and help each other by sharing beauty tips, advice, and encouragement. This is really fantastic, really, really fantastic. And so you can do the same too because Naturalicious approach is ideal for companies with, let's say, a specific target demographic. In this example, Black women and or women with textured hair. So by creating a community, you can have a two-way conversation with existing and potential customers, getting to hear about what matters most to them while associating your product or service with the community itself. Next, you also have a 15 Fives podcast. It's a really wonderful podcast, by the way. Okay. You have about 220 to 250 backlinks, 165 organic keywords to the podcast landing page. Okay. So 15Five is actually an employee performance management platform that helps managers keep their teams happy and motivated. So in their best self-management podcast, 15Five co-founders interview top business and HR leaders to get insight and inspiration into building excellent company culture. This is really fantastic. I love it. And so it works well because the podcast focuses entirely on the job to be done that the software solves, supporting employees and teams at work so they can give their best. Okay, so using an interview format, it really outsources expertise and inspiration and creates brand associations between 15.5 and the task of creating better, higher performing teams. And also, what I love is that the podcast landing page ranks on number one for management podcast, making it very easy for the company's target audience to find it. So 15.5's approach can work very well if your target audience listens to podcast and your business is connected to a specific lifestyle, hobby, ambition, or job to be done. Okay. And so by inviting experts, for instance, you can position yourself and your brand as a curator of knowledge while also leveraging your guests' network to amplify your work. You also have Mattel's virtual playroom and activity sheets. So when you think about Mattel, you have about 21 to 22,000 backlinks, 4.5k, 5k Facebook shares. So basically, in March 2020, toy manufacturer Mattel, known for its Barbie, Hot Wheels, and Fisher Price brands, responded to COVID-19 by creating a virtual playroom with free games and downloadable PDF activity sheets for kids and families. So, with its free entertainment resource, Mattel attracted huge press coverage and backlinks that bring referral traffic. And the activity sheets reinforce Mattel's brand as leaders in children's entertainment and help make their customers, in this case, parents and carers, lives easier. So you want to do the same by creating content that lets people experience some of your product for free. That's really good, right? This is because you want to really create that brand loyalty. That's what you want. Next, you have a Balsamic's academic courses. This is another excellent idea when it comes to content marketing. So, in terms of quick stats, you have about 8k organic keywords, 12k organic monthly traffic, and 25 to 30 monthly traffic value. Okay, that's about 25 to 30k dollars. Okay, so wireframing tool Balsamic created an academy and learning center to educate and upskill potential and existing customers. So this wireframing academy increases brand awareness through optimized learning resources that appear in the SERPs for searches such as what is a wireframe and content first approach. So these are actually typical searches from someone in a research phase, and Balsamic is there to be a first point of contact for potential customers. So their approach works great if your product is designed for experts or skilled users. So by providing complete training programs, you help coach beginners actually learn the specific skills they need to get value from your product while also building expertise in the industry. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So in terms of guidance, if you think about content marketing, you want to constantly research and talk to your customers. This is important, especially if you are in a very competitive niche. You want to also repurpose your content. That's going to help you constantly get closer to your users. You want to focus your efforts on people who need you but don't know it. That they don't know it yet, right? It's all about creating that need, not creating it. It's about helping them find that need. You want to test and iterate the formats that work best for your goals. I give you a couple of formats at the beginning of this show. Think about the one that works for you. You want to appeal also to your audience's core values, right? This is actually if you want to solidify that bond, going to the core values is going to be very helpful to you. You want to lean into a micro form. Don't jump straight into tactics, okay? Because content marketing tactics and format will vary. Channels may come and go, but some things never change, and these are the ones you need to stay laser focused on. You want to optimize the content you already have, take a holistic approach, create product focused content, okay? Also, act like a journalist in terms of building a relationship, building a network, tell your story consistently, create radically a different content, right? You want to vary a little bit. from infographics to blogs to videos to audios. And finally, you want to take risk. That's going to help you also big time. So in conclusion, to this conversation, I spoke to you about content marketing. I gave you the overview, the objections that you might have, the types, the examples, and some guidance. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.